Joining us right now, legal analyst Whitney Boan, to talk more about this. Good morning, Whitney. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So what are the implications? We know that it was in August 2016, before they actually went through with the election, that they got rid of Manafort, that the Trump administration said something's amiss here. They got rid of Manafort. Does that help save them in any way?
I don't know at this point. None of us do. This investigation is ongoing. What's likely is that Manafort is going to have a lot of pressure applied to him, although he probably already has pre-indictment, in terms of trying to divulge any information to the Department of Justice and the FBI regarding whatever knowledge the Trump administration did have or should have had. There's this thing known as blind ignorance, in terms of when you should know something but you don't, it may not make you immune from prosecution just because you should have known it, but you tried to pretend like it wasn't a thing, in other words.
Can we expect more indictments, do you think, to come down as this investigation continues?
I would not be surprised if we saw more indictments come down, although, again, that may largely depend on what happens with regard to Manafort and Gates, with regard to whether or not they end up convicted, they end up cooperating, because I would think that that would possibly lead to further indictments depending on what they might have to say in exchange for a plea bargain or trying to get their charges dismissed.
All right, and it sounds like a lot of the Manafort's, the allegations or the charges against him are sort of personal dealings. There were a whole laundry list of things that were going on as far as how he was kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul and move money around. A lot of it doesn't really even have to do with politics.
Well, it all has to do with politics because he's a lobbyist. Okay. And so, I mean, the payments that he was receiving, apparently he's alleged to have been laundering in terms of placing them offshore in the Grenadines, other offshores, locations, Cyprus, and then not paying U.S. taxes on it. And this is the way that a lot of drug dealers are prosecuted and other organized criminals, in terms of maybe we can't get you on a substantive offense, whereas in this case, Manafort is also charged with a FAIR Act violation in terms of not registering as a foreign agent. But even if the government can't get him on that, they're going to go after him for not paying taxes. If that's true, then he's likely to face some time in prison, and especially to have to give some money to the federal government for his tax evasion.
Well, it is complicated. We need a flow chart to follow all of it. I'll tell you what. I was reading through it this morning, and I was like, I need some Advil. So, okay. Great to see you, Whitney. Thank you so much for being with us.
Have a great day.